Over the weekend, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said he too felt the pain from China refusing to buy American soybeans because he himself is a soybean farmer. Watch this.
Martha, in case you don't know it, I'm actually a soybean farmer, so I have felt this pain too. And there are a couple of things happening here. One, the Chinese have substantially dropped their purchases to almost zero, so they unfortunately have been using American farmers who are amongst President Trump's biggest supporters. I think he had more than 90% support.
For clarification, Secretary Bessent himself is not a farmer. What he actually means is he collects rent on farmland that he owns in North Dakota. I want to welcome John Bartman. He is a corn and soybean farmer for real from Illinois. John, thank you for staying up late and joining me tonight. I want to start with what the Treasury Secretary said. What did you make of that?
Well, Steph, it's very obvious that we've got another Republican who's all hat, no cattle. And unfortunately, they think that they can buy their calluses, but, you have to earn them. And the American people know that, and they can see through it.
China bought more than half of the U.S.-grown soybeans in 2023 and 2024. Tell us what this has been like. Their boycott, how has it affected your day-to-day business?
Well, Steph, one thing I really appreciate your show is that you understand markets. And right now, we're sitting on 1 billion bushels that don't have a home. That's about 25% of our market right now. And what I'm really concerned about is 2026. And if we don't get these bushels sold, we're really looking at economic disaster in 2026.
You are not a cattle rancher, but the president proposed, in this same vein, now buying beef from Argentina to bring beef prices down here. What do you think of that?
Well, it's his Argentina first agenda. That's what he's trying to do, unfortunately. I mean, we're giving $40 billion to Argentina, and the minute that they lifted their export tax, China came in and bought roughly $800 million worth of beans from them. That's $800 million that should be going back to rural America so that farmers can pay off their operating loans. And more importantly, put some American factory workers back to work right now. Deere is laying off people, Case IH is laying off people, and we really need to step up to the plate and support Americans here. And I feel bad for the beef industry, because the beef industry, they buy about 6 billion bushels of corn from us every year. And that's worth $25 billion of economic activity that goes back to grain farmers like me. And those poor cow-calf producers are finally getting ahead after being in debt too. And Stephanie, the American people need to realize that only 16 cents of every dollar goes back to me, the farmer and the rancher. And it's the packers who are making the money right now. And when I feel so bad for our seniors sitting at home saying, why are these farmers asking for a bailout? We're not asking for a bailout. Donald Trump did this to us. And unfortunately, we are hurting right now. We are the collateral damage to what's going on. And he had 8 years to plan this. Why did he put us in the crosshairs of this collateral damage? He doesn't have a plan. And unfortunately, what we really need the secretary to do right now is to implement the 45Z Sustainable Aviation and Biofuel Tax Credit. That's money that goes directly to me, the farmer. That would be worth about $1 a bushel to me. And more importantly, we get to save the environment because I farm sustainably, and we're going to create a new industry. And it's going to be good for rural America, and it's going to be great for the environment. And we need to be supporting this type of legislation. And it's sitting right there on his desk. He can implement that tomorrow if he really cared. But they don't. Because why? Because that was Joe Biden's plan, and they don't want anything to do that Joe Biden did. And that's the unfortunate reality.